Hi, thanks for being a greeter at all of the Chris's Masses. So welcome to all of you greeters. And we're here this morning, Father Casey and Mary Gallagher and myself, to talk about a few things that you might want to keep in mind in this very important ministry. So we're going to start out with a quote from our Pope Francis, who has recently written a document called The Joy of the Gospel. And he asks each one of us to bring the gospel of love and compassion and joy to everybody we meet. So he says this: today, as the church seeks to experience a profound missionary renewal, there is a kind of preaching which falls to each of us as a daily responsibility. It has to do with bringing the gospel to the people we meet, whether they be our neighbors or complete strangers. This is the informal preaching which takes place in the middle of a conversation, something along the lines of what a missionary does when visiting a home. Being a disciple means being constantly ready to bring the love of Jesus to others, and this can happen unexpectedly and in any place on the street, in a city square, during work, or on a journey.
Thank you, Mary. It's amazing. It's amazing how we can communicate with one another. This is great. Really, like Mary, I want to say just very simply, thank you. Thank you for stepping up and saying yes to be part of this ministry on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Ministry of welcome. You know, Jesus does. He comes to us in so many, many different ways. And we're very, very fortunate here at St. Agatha Parish that so many people choose St. Agatha Parish for their Christmas celebration, the celebration of Mass. As you know, the church is filled, and your role is so very, very important. A way of welcoming, being an instrument of Jesus. There's no question about it. The smile that you give to someone coming in that door, the greeting, Merry Christmas. It's Jesus working in and through you. Their response back is Jesus working in and through them. So really, this is so, so important what we do. And we see this here, myself, Mary, and Mary, as a new beginning for this ministry of welcoming, because there have been some persons who weekly do this for us, and they do a wonderful job, but we see it as something that we need to continue to do. This is a way in which we can bring Jesus to others.
It certainly is. As human beings, we know that one of the most important ways that we meet Jesus is in our homes and in our church and our workplaces. And when we talk about Jesus and we think about him in the gospel, we think about radical hospitality. You know, we talk about hospitality a lot. When we say radical, we mean all-inclusive. We want everyone to know that they're welcome. People who've been here a long time, people who may never have been here. So we've written up some drafts that we'll email to all of you with some little tips that might help us keep on track. And we're just going to highlight some of them right now. Father Casey mentioned smiling. Our personal facial expressions are really important. Yes, you'll have something to hand them, but what's most important is your eye connection, your smile, your greeting, your speaking to people. So sometimes we get distracted, we talk to the people that we might know coming in, but remember that this is not the time to catch up on all of your old news, because there are many other people coming in. So just be aware of that. We all carry judgments with us about different ways of being, and we're asking welcomers to be particularly aware of setting aside those judgments. If people are late, if people are noisy, or whatever it may be. Be ready to anticipate needs, but also be ready to accept a pass on your help if they feel more comfortable doing something themselves. practicalities, Mary, would you like to talk about maybe when and where and how people arrive to welcome?
Okay, so please check the document that we're gonna email you. For the 4 p.m. masses, which are taking place in the gym and in the church, you need to arrive by 3 p.m. The mass is at 4, but people will be arriving and we need you to arrive that early. You're going to go to the sacristy, you're going to pick up a name badge, and you're gonna look at a schedule there that'll tell you which door to greet at.
And I assume, Mary, that their name tags for those who are doing hospitality in the gym, they'll be in the gym, and the handout will be there.
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you, Father. So if you're reporting to the gym, same thing, but in that location.
I'll find them somewhere, so don't worry.
All right. Yes, Father is presiding at that liturgy. So, and you'll see me at the 4 p.m. God willing at the church. For the 6 p.m., please arrive at 5:15. At 7:30 p.m., you're going to arrive at 7. For the midnight mass, arrive at 11:30. And for all the masses Christmas Day, just arrive 30 minutes prior. Anything else we want to go over?
There'll be a sign-up station also, won't there?
Yes, we've talked a little bit about this. Originally, we thought maybe we could have names assigned to a station. Because we're not entirely sure about all the people who might come, what we're going to ask you to do is put your name beside a station. We'll have places listed for you to go to.
Mm-hmm.
When you come in, pick a spot, put your name there, and that will be, then we'll know it's taken care of.
Just a point, Mary, I think it's important for the folks to know who are greeting, that they don't stand right in front of the doors blocking people coming in, or in the middle of a section where people are coming up the stairs and in, you know, sort of back but very visible.
Right.
Yep.
So awareness of what's happening, where you're standing.
Yeah.
If you're causing a little backup, find a different little location.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being one of our greeters, and we wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas.
Yes, we do.